Okay, I am recording now because, Discord let us start 15 minutes late today. We got a little reprieve while I tried to figure out Discord and the internet. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Andy. How you doing?
Um, my eyes are real tired today. I don't know. I think it's just the healing process is long, and I didn't realize it would be so long, and I spent way too long staring at spreadsheets, and my eyes are tired.
You're not there yet.
Not yet. Not for all day spreadsheet day, I think. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. We are missing our cohort. Cohort's the right word, right? Yeah.
Cohort is the right word.
Compatriot.
Compadre.
Yeah, there you go. I was going for a third. You knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. We got there.
JJ, have fun at the baseball game, but
Good luck to the Padres.
Whatever to the Padres. I have no feelings ill or what, the Padres are just sort of there. They're San Diego's only professional team, I think, at this point. I guess they have the women's soccer pro team down there. So that's it, too. They've got two pro teams, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot left.
It's going to be a women's soccer town pretty soon. That team down there is pretty good. They've got pro national team players.
Yeah.
So unless the Padres can pull it together and win a World Series, it's gonna be Soccersville in San Diego.
Although they looked like contenders last season, so
they did.
You never know. I think they had a lot of the team coming back too.
They spent for it to try. Yeah, they spent for it. So as per usual, when JJ's away, this is gonna be a stream, kind of. So
yeah.
If you are listening, we'll try our best to discuss and not leave you in the dark. But if you're watching, welcome to YouTube, I guess. This is how we do it.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. You can see you can't see it yet. I wonder if I should turn those off. I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. We can do this. If it connects. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're in Chrome now. We're not showing any of my personal information. It was good that I pre-checked it.
Been scrubbed.
We have some side conversations we're gonna do today while we play a game or maybe two, depending on how bored we get. But I'm gonna start streaming my screen to you, Michael, and I want to know if you have played this game, because it is a game, but It's not a game. All right, I show as live, I think.
Yeah, I just saw the notice.
Oh, maybe it turned off. Go live. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. There it is. I'm live.
I did try this the other day.
Did you try this?
I was very bad at this.
Oh, okay. So did you tell the people what we're playing here today? Okay. I'm gonna start grabbing power ups here once I click on the screen.
So for those of you who are webcomic aficionados, or even if you're not, you have probably heard of a site sometime in the last, how long has it been? Couple of
decades? Yeah. 20 decades? Not 20 decades. 20 years probably.
Yeah.
Sorry, I talked over you. What's it called?
No worries. It's XKCD. Free shout out there.
Oh no, I couldn't get it. I might have saved it. Yes. All right.
It is a webcomic of romance, sarcasm, math, and language.
Yes. A lot of sciencey jokes for the lay people. I'm not gonna get it. Come on, turn around. No, there's too much gravity. So XKCD has done a lot of weird stuff over time. Right? Yeah. I mean, just like a lot of weird stuff. The best one of which being the Goer Upper whatever.
Yes, Goer Upper 5.
Yeah, the Goer Upper 5 is probably one of the best. Oh, I missed it, man.
Where he redoes the parts of the Saturn V rocket.
Yeah. In poster format.
Poster format in very basic language.
Oh no, I don't have any juice. I don't have any juice. We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose it.
So every once in a while, he puts out an interactive comic That
Ha-
is
Is
a
this
small.
common?
He has done something like this before. This is
Okay.
not the first one of these that he has done.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, every once in a while he'll put out like a very large form comic, and sometimes like this number 2765, they are able to be interacted with. And so this one is a pilot your spacecraft game.
I would classify this as a lunar lander like.
Okay, yeah.
Uh Basically, he gives you a tiny little spacecraft. He has created gravity wells around tons of objects. Have you seen the map for this yet?
So I haven't looked up the map.
Oh boy, we caught some gravity here. You can see how fast we're going.
Here we go.
Oh boy, we're gonna miss it too. Yep.
Plummeting
Oh man,
towards. Oh yeah, now you're just
we're
circling it.
circling something. Yeah. Oh well. Uh,
So, for those of you who haven't seen it, you get a small square window of a much, much larger
there it
map.
is. There's the wall. We hit the wall.
Yeah. And so you
So
start out on a small planet at, I presume, the center.
it's roughly the center. You haven't seen the map yet. So this is roughly the center of, I would call it like a Dyson sphere, basically.
Okay.
There are over 50 things, I think, planet-wise to go find. And on each one are little things you can find. It says right there, you have found a cool bug and a pretty leaf. Not everything you find ends up being a little thing to pick up,
Right.
to that will do anything, but a lot of them will upgrade your spaceship.
Oh.
Yeah, so like these little ones are just things to, like this little brown or gray dot here says you found a secret glade. That's great. It doesn't help you that much. But see, look, we can't get off this planet with because the gravity is too strong and our engines are not so good.
Right. So you got to hop around.
So you got to hop around a little bit.
Charizard business card.
This actually is a spoiler. This little thing right here. There's a planet that looks like this. It's called Uzumaki.
Okay.
There's a planet that looks like that. I have on my other computer. It saves your game in what I assume are cookies.
Probably. Yeah.
And my other ship is much upgraded enough to lift off of this planet, no problem, all by itself.
Okay.
But right now you have to use kind of gravity to do it, or you can keep resetting to this home button and just sort of using
start over, pick a different direction.
Yeah, using this slingshotable area right here to use the gravity well of the planet to shoot you out the other side at a good speed. There's even instruction. Oh, we didn't get enough speed. We hit the wall. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn around. But it's a lunar lander like, because you have like the gas pedal, you know?
Right. Yeah. You only have so much thrust before you run out, and then you have to set it down on the surface somewhere.
I think we broke free here. I think
It's gonna be real close.
tap it. Nope. Oh well.
Nope.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't play more. I thought this would be your jam.
Yeah, you know what? I think the problem was that I found it when I was on a break during. There you go.
Nice flying. So it should say,
yeah,
your tanks recharge faster now. So everything's a little bit of a game. A gamification.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So there's a planet that way. If I go this direction, you'll see there's actually more directions. We might
right. So the little dots in the ring around you are all planets.
Yep.
I assume.
Yeah. Yes, they are. They are objects. Not all of them are planets.
Objects.
Yes. I have found, for example, a soccer field.
Okay.
And the soccer field has a very strange gravity well. There is stuff in here to grab. Yeah, so now we get an upgrade.
A 6th Lagrange point.
Yeah. The map is massive. I have not done all of it on my main game of this game. It is quite fun once the ship is upgraded to try and actually get around instead of just sort of bouncing around looking for upgrades like this. Like this one, we want that upgrade right there. if we can get there, but might not be able to get there very easily because of gravity in here. You have to kind of, like we were doing before, slingshot around.
Right.
It's probably not the right term, but anyway. But the other thing we were going to talk about today is something you just mentioned. You haven't played this very much because you were doing what?
Well, over the weekend we were traveling.
Yay!
So yeah, we had
I
some
think we did it.
COVID vouchers from Southwest that
Oh,
were
cool.
about to expire. So
Okay.
we figured, well, let's pick somewhere that's close. We'll just take like a quick nonstop flight somewhere. We'll cover it with the vouchers, and we'll make a short weekend out of it.
Sure.
Not really plan anything to do. Just like pick a city to go to, either one that we've been to or a new one, and go hang out for a couple of days.
Okay.
So we wound up settling between the limit of um, somewhere that was nonstop and the cost of the vouchers. We wound up settling on a quick visit to Las Vegas.
Oh, just a short visit to the capital of commerce, huh?
Yeah,
For us, that's short. California to Vegas is what, an hour flight max?
not even. It was 49 minutes out and like 43 back.
Yeah.
So it's real short. It's one of those flights where by the time you get up to cruising altitude, it's time to start coming back down.
And this was on Southwest, you said, which not an
This is on
advertisement,
Southwest.
but it is a certain type of flying that you kind of set the stage for a little bit.
Yes.
What airport you use?
We use John Wayne.
Don't bounce off. No,
Oh.
we're going to lose it. Oh, maybe we can salvage this. We might be able to salvage this. I think we did it. Okay. John Wayne. Okay, so smaller airport.
Yeah, smaller airport, which was nice. Uh, John Wayne, especially if you hit it at an off time. So we traveled Thursday through Saturday just to sort of offset our trip a little bit and have some time on the back end before the work week started back up.
There's the lunar lander part here,
Aha.
So
Right,
see, this is not a planet, right? This is the album cover
right.
from Boston.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a big rocket. So yeah, we John Wayne, if you catch it on an off time, it's a pretty sleepy little airport.
Yeah. It's not a little airport. I mean, it's now
Sure.
not, I don't know if it's a hub, but is now a popular Southwest location.
Yes. But the trip itself was really good. We were staying at the Planet Hollywood,
Okay. I have not
which is
stayed there.
fun.
I don't think. Maybe ever.
I have stayed there once before. Planet Hollywood is neat because
Whoa,
it's
that was a
on
glitch.
to clip through.
Yeah, we clipped through the wall.
Oh,
I have done this. This is the Uzumaki. This is a gigantic spiral that goes on forever.
Around and around.
That we will not do during this because it will be very, 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 very boring. But one night I was like, I could do this for 20 minutes and then ended up in here for like an hour.
No.
Yeah.
So it's a giant.
He even tells you not to do it. He's like, don't do it. Here it is. Like, he says exit only. And then about halfway through, he's like, seriously, don't keep going. There's an upgrade on the outside, so we're going to fly around the outside for a second.
Okay.
I don't remember where. So, okay. So Vegas, quiet right now? Pre-summer? Post, what is it? Post
spring breaks.
Spring break. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of.
Pre Memorial Day, post spring breaks. So not super crowded. Like,
Sure.
it's Vegas, so it's always going to be busy, but it wasn't packed shoulder to shoulder everywhere you went kind of busy.
Yeah. Nice.
So we did some of the usual touristy things on the strip. We walked through the Bellagio to see the conservatory.
No.
What else did we do? We walked through Caesars just to see the inside of Caesars.
I haven't been in Caesars in a while.
Yeah, it had been a while for me too. The one that I didn't know about is that they have actual live flamingos at the Flamingo.
I didn't know about that either.
Yeah, so inside the Flamingo, they have a small like bird sanctuary,
Oh, hmm.
um, complete with several live flamingos.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was cool. We
I mean,
went and saw the
if
flamingos.
if they're treated well, I think they would probably be at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a pretty popular location. I feel like they would get in trouble if they weren't.
yeah,
I think we hit the outside again. We might
yep.
make it out. Our engines have been upgraded a couple times now. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're gonna make it out.
But we also went to a botanical garden just outside, just north of the Strip,
Okay.
which was pretty cool because it's a great time of
Indoors?
year. No, an outdoor one.
How does it any of it survive in the summer? Is it all local plants?
I think a lot of it is, but
Oh,
like a very large rose garden too.
oh really?
Yeah, so somehow they keep it all.
Huh.
But we were there at just the right time because everything was blooming.
Very cool. Yeah, it's that perfect hot cold. Oh, no, no. You saw the upgrade go by?
I did.
There's nothing we can do. We just have to hope we can get on track to go back and get it. Fighting gravity,
But
man.
it was actually a pretty cool site because in addition to the garden, they have a butterfly garden on the grounds, and then they have two museums on the ground as well.
Okay.
So the one we did was like a local Vegas history museum.
Vegas.
But
Oh yeah.
going,
Not
but
the
going.
not the Mafia Museum, I assume.
No, no, the Mod Museum is very cool. I will give them a shout out. That is a cool place to visit and somewhere we went on our last trip to Vegas.
Yeah. Did you I have not done the speakeasy either, so I
Oh
can't
yeah,
speak
that's
to it.
fun. If you go during the day, they'll give you a code for the speakeasy, and you come back at night and go down the basement stairs around the back and knock on the door and give them the passcode.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it's a fun little setup.
Um all right. Whoa, I haven't seen this one before. What is this thing?
Apparently, it's the space shuttle, but
But with
you
a
can see its bones because it's being
giant
X-rayed.
skeleton?
Because of
Yeah.
course the space shuttle has a skeleton.
Yeah. Huh.
Ooh, fuel efficiency. Nice.
Yeah. So in the center of that Uzumaki is a huge upgrade for your engines. They become massively more powerful, but we're not going to do it. It's not worth it right
Yeah.
now. Space shuttle food, huh? I haven't seen
Okay.
this one. That's cool. Let's go see what's around here. Um, I last time we went to Vegas, I told you both on this podcast about Retro City Games, and I did not
And
see any photographs.
I wish we had been able to go, but
Oh,
we just ran out of time.
bummer. Yeah,
I know.
it is a little ways out there. I get it. We've caught the gravity well of something we are shooting, and I have no control.
Let's see where we wind up.
I don't know.
Um, but I do have two stories to relate from the trip. One from on the trip and one from on the way back.
Vegas stories don't tend to end very well. I'm a little concerned.
No, so the this one was amusing, and the second one was a little bit frustrating and a little bit head scratching as to why you couldn't just solve the problem in the way that you think you should have been able to solve the problem. So
Okay.
the our second night there, we decided to, it had been a long day, we were tired. So we decided instead of doing something fancy to eat, we would just go downstairs to the one of the fast casual places on the Miracle Mile and grab some food. So we looked up a place that sounded good. Um, I pulled it up on my phone and placed a to go order, and then I was just going to walk downstairs when it got close and pick up the food.
Sure. Allowed
So
or not? Allowed or not allowed? I assume that's allowed.
yeah, yeah, it's absolutely allowed.
Okay.
Um, so I went to I went to finalize our order after we had picked what our food was and check out on my phone. And
Okay.
maybe it's just me having been spoiled by some websites on during COVID. But when I went to punch in the tip for our order, I uh, I put in like 620, assuming that the
Oh,
the
please
entry
tell me
field
that it would put a
assuming that the
decimal.
entry field would put a decimal point because
Oh
that's usually what happens,
no.
right?
Michael,
Turns out
no.
for anybody out there using Toast, the Toast interface does not put the decimal in the custom tip field.
Oh my God. Did they?
And even more so, when you hit OK when your cursor is in the tip field, it doesn't
No,
close
Michael.
you out of the field, it places your order.
No. Oh
So
no.
I immediately see what has happened and just start swearing at my phone. And my wife is like, "What in the world did you do?" And so I tell her, and she bursts out laughing at me.
Oh,
So
I would be so mad. Not
I
that people
the
don't
first thing I
deserve a
do is
tip, but 600% tip, ain't it?
yeah. Um, so
Oh,
I Google it because I don't have the Toast app. I was just using the website.
okay.
And the thing that I find says that the vendor should be able to reverse a charge made through the Toast app. So I'm
Okay.
like, okay, I'll just go downstairs to to the fast casual place and explain what happened. So I go downstairs
Oh
and
no.
I tell the cashier, and the cashier is like, at first he seems slightly disbelieving, and then he goes and finds the order and he just stares at it a minute and he says, I need to go talk to my manager. So his manager's
Ah.
at the other end of the counter. She comes down and he and I both sort of explain to her what's going on, and she just bursts out laughing.
Oh no.
So she has to call her supervisor to figure out if it's something that she can reverse.
Oh, she better be able to.
Um,
Somebody's got to.
yeah, yeah. So the at first she didn't think she could do it. And then I
Okay.
guess her supervisor called her back to tell her, "Oh no, actually, you should be able to just um, remove the tip from the charge."
Oh, and you could just manual tip.
Yeah, which
Ooh,
I did, and more than I had originally been planning to tip
of
for all of
course,
their
yeah.
help. But yeah, the guy behind the guy who was the first cashier I talked to wound up before it was gone taking a picture on his phone so he could show all of his friends. And they like went into the back and told the kitchen staff.
Oh man. You were the butt of every joke all weekend.
I clearly made all of their evenings though, so all's well that ends well, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm glad they were cool.
Yeah, same
Okay,
here.
let's see.
Uh,
Do we think we have enough juice? Let's try it. Yeah, see, so we can already get off this planet by ourselves after playing for what, 15, 20 minutes?
yeah,
So no more need to shoot ourselves through the middle. Is pretty nice. Whoa. Whoa.
that was
I think that was another bug. I don't think you're supposed to go through
maybe
there. Huh. Wow, that was weird.
yeah. So the second story is interesting and just a little bit bewildering.
Do
So
you, I have to say, the invention of the Toast app in the US, while probably we're gonna slingshot around and we're gonna fly, yeah, we're gonna fly off into space. You can see it happening.
yeah, speaking of weird gravity wells,
uh we went to dinner last night out at a restaurant. Doesn't matter where, but a sit down place. And Toast has integrated many sit down restaurants as well.
yes,
Integrated into
they are the point of service.
rather than
Yeah,
just using Visa and having their own point of service ordering system separate. They do everything all at once to help these restaurants out. And something that existed in Europe 14 years ago last time. I'm trying to not get it wrong. 14 years ago when we went was you were like, oh, I'm going to pay with a credit card. And they walked out to your table with a hand terminal.
It's such
You
a
know,
great thing.
it is.
It's just convenient for everybody.
Well, and it cuts down on credit card fraud.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, it's so much easier for the servers. We just did a dinner out. Well, you know, so we actually did 2 dinners out. And on the other dinner out, when we wanted to split the bill, it was literally just walked around the table. And
Yeah.
is this, oh my gosh. I have not seen this planet before. This is a street map of San Francisco. Oh no.
No, I think those are California freeways.
Oh, is it freeways? Oh, double no. We're in Los Angeles. We're never getting out.
Andy, is you got to take the 210 to the...
We're never getting out if we're on a freeway in LA. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna just keep heading. Nope, there is no more. I know there's no down in space. Okay, you don't need to at me, but the opposite direction we came in. This is Cleveland. So this is a U.S. map.
U.S. Maybe.
I don't know.
Also, someone out there is gonna add us that the opponent's gate is the opponent's gate is down.
The what is down?
The opponent's gate is down.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, the opponent's gate is down. That movie could have been better, but I
that movie should have been 2 movies, and it would have fixed a lot of problems.
Oh, we're stuck.
There we go. Philadelphia.
It's always stuck in Philadelphia. Can we get up there? I need to. You saw there's an upgrade up there.
Yep.
But the bouncing off the walls is slowing our thrust quite a bit and causing some problems here. Maybe if I can, yeah. Okay, come on. No. Whoa. There's something pulling to the left.
Pulling you towards the, yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be that black hole that it was talking about is pulling. Okay. Oh.
There you go.
Yes. All right. There's an upgrade up here. What was I saying? Oh no. We don't have enough.
Spin. There you go.
There it is. I feel accomplished. I do feel accomplished. A little more powerful.
Just enough to get you back out.
Yeah. Whoop, there's the black hole. There it is. Okay, that's going to make me ill, so I'm going to hit the home button.
You're just stuck in the gravity well now.
Oh, boy. Toast. Yeah, so those hand things are good, I think, overall for literally everyone, because they could just walk around and split it. And, whoa, there's Voyager. You see that? We missed it. Oh, well. What was your second story? Your travel story, because we're doing travel stuff. So, and I have a travel related question after we're done traveling through space.
Okay.
For you.
So our second story takes place in the Las Vegas airport on the way home. So we're going through the security line, pulling stuff out, throwing stuff into bins.
Okay.
And
you have TSA or no? Pre-check?
No, we don't have TSA pre.
Gotta set the stage.
We were there early, so we had plenty of time. Just going through regular security.
All right.
And they were busy, but not like chaotically so. Because the mass number of people are not leaving Vegas on a Saturday night.
No, not generally.
So we're in line, we're pulling stuff out, throwing stuff into the bins. And I realized at the last second that we have a wrap that
like a food wrap,
clothing wrap. No, like clothing wrap that needs to be thrown into the security bin to go through. So we throw it on the top of the bin, throw the bins on the belt, and make our way through security. Well, we get through to the other side. Whoa, that was weird.
Yeah, that's a glitch too. It's interesting that we're getting so many glitches. I have not seen any glitches when playing on my laptop at all. So don't take that to be the case exactly with this if you decide to play this. We also picked up
So
a
we
ton of speed during that glitch. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
you're headed towards something. Um, so we get to the other side of the security, and the first of our bins comes through, and then none of the other bins come through.
Okay, what'd you forget?
So we stop and we look back up the conveyor belt, and we see that the wrap that we threw on top of the bin has been knocked out of the bin
Oh
and
no.
is now like rolled in between two of the rollers on the conveyor
Oh
belt.
no.
So if you have a conveyor belt, you um you get something stuck between it, what would you think would be the simplest way to get it out?
Reverse.
Run the belt backwards, right?
I would think.
Apparently there is no way to run the belt backwards, not on the TSA scanner. So we
Well,
have to
no,
sit
that's not
there.
true because I've seen my bag go back and forth and back and forth.
So apparently they didn't. I don't know if they even tried it because I don't think I saw the belt try and even move backwards.
Because I've seen that
Um,
before. Like I got my last time we went through two things. They saw my camera and made me pull it, even though we were TSA pre-check and it says you don't have to pull your camera. I guess I brought too many lenses for that.
okay.
And then the other one that really got them going, not the camera. The camera was fine. They were like, "Oh, okay, it's camera. Just whatever." And they put it all back in. The one that really they pulled the thing apart. They started asking questions about where we were before they opened the bag and all that sort of stuff. An apple. I guess the way the
Fruit is
apples
not
look
allowed.
in the thing are like akin to something dangerous. I don't know. Oh, there it is. So yeah, don't leave apples in your luggage, especially if you're going abroad. Anyway, so your wrap is stuck. Oh my
Yep,
gosh,
stuck
really?
in the belt. So they try and tug on it to get it out, and it's like well and truly
Wedged.
stuck.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So they say, they make a call down to maintenance, and they say we're gonna have to wait for someone to show up and like
Oh no.
and pull the machine apart a bit so they can get this out for us. And so fortunately we were there a little bit early, so we had some time to sit and wait. And I guess the shift supervisor at this particular security station, after we'd probably been standing there for 15 minutes. I don't know if she had talked to someone and they were just stuck doing something else, or if she decided that, we shouldn't have to just wait around and hope that someone showed up, and she was going to take matters into her own hands.
No.
So she goes down to like the the office against the wall and comes back a minute or two later with a like 15-inch long pry bar.
Oh my god. Okay.
And like she jams the end of the pry bar into the belt next to where the wrap is caught. Now, mind you, we have shut down this security lane now. They have moved all of the bins to the
Right.
next row over
Right.
because the belt can't move.
What can they do other than
So
that? Yeah.
we're the only two standing there while everybody else goes around to go through the next line.
Okay.
Um, so she takes the pry bar, like jams it in, and is trying to hold the pry bar with one hand and get the wrap out with the other. Can't quite manage it, and so she
Okay.
gets one of the younger guys working there, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna jam the pry bar in and pull on it with both hands, and I need you to try to get this thing out." And so between the two of them, they did finally manage to work it free.
Wow.
So we got it. Unfortunately, it does have a couple of small holes in it now,
Oh, what a
in addition to
bummer.
being slightly coated in,
Greasy.
machine grease.
Oh man. Was it worth the
So
effort? Is the now the question, right?
yeah, I mean, I would have been more upset to have had to walk away and just leave it behind.
Oh, okay. All right.
Um, I would rather have it and know that that it has holes in it than to have left it there and been like, oh well, if we had just waited, it would have come out fine, and we just had to wash it, kind of thing.
Mm.
So, but yeah, that was
I've
shutting
never
down the
heard of
TSA
someone.
inspection line.
Yeah, I've never heard of somebody I know shutting down a TSA line. Uh,
Not for the reasons you would assume either.
well, I was gonna say I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know that I would have a friend that would admit to having shut down a TSA line, but whoa, whatever that was went by really fast.
Yep.
Oh wow. Well, this is that game. I want to pull up the map unless you don't want a spoiler,
No, that's fine. I'd love to see it.
because you have to play quite a while to reveal some of the things on this map that are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there's the picture of the freeway system.
Yep, there it is. There it is. So here's the map. The little planet you start on is this one here, where my cursor's going around.
Okay.
It's that little one there, and then this is the one where we shoot through, right?
Yep.
And you can kind of go any direction.
Yeah.
This
so
is
there's
the spiral.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find this gap,
Imperial Star Destroyer.
there's a Star Destroyer and a Carillion Corvette up there, as well as some other tiny stuff around
That is
there
so small. It doesn't really even show.
that you can't even see. Yeah, there's some purple lines here, which I assume mean like crazy gravity or something.
Yeah.
You can see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's tiny little things in here that you can't barely even see. There's the freeways. There's the world map. I think we were here with the skeleton.
Yes. Impressive that we hit that.
There's Voyager. This might right here be the soccer thing. I can't tell.
Okay. Is that an actual crab and not just the Crab Nebula?
Over here?
Yeah.
It looks like a spider, maybe? Yeah.
Maybe.
And then there's supposedly a way to get around the side of this and all the way down to whatever this is down here. Looks like an Earth-ish thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. This thing is massive, man. So I've been playing maybe a total of like an hour on my other account or whatever. I have seen most of the stuff in here, including the Earth. I have not seen these big three. And I've gotten about to here on the exit before I lose thrust and can't get out.
Okay.
And I have like
you have to do all in one go.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But like, you got to get lined up because it's like there's like stuff sticking out. It's crazy. Yeah. So I'm sure there's tons of upgrades. I haven't found any certain places, but pretty fun little game. Yeah. I'm wondering, maybe you have one off the top and we call, let's see, maybe we can just call it a short episode here after we both talk about what I wanted to bring up since you brought up travel.
Okay.
I had another game, but I don't think it's worth booting up at this point. I was thinking when you said you had some travel stories about my 3DS again, because I was like, oh man, I miss traveling with the 3DS. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, my memory of that console is very strong. And I have a memory actually with JJ where we went to Colorado and we had both gotten Scribble Knots. I think it was for the DS. And spent most of that trip trying to come up with words for each other to use in the games that we were stuck in. Like, we were not on the same levels as each other.
Okay.
But like one of us would see a problem and be like, oh, what if you used a pogo stick to bounce over that? Or like, what if you made a lion to eat that? Or what if you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that was just like we went to this hotel, we got a beer, we hung out, and then was like, let's just chill in the lobby of this really nice old brownstone hotel in Colorado and play Scribble Knots.
I love it.
Yeah. And then when we were in Korea playing Puzzle Quest like nonstop on the train, nonstop, all three of us on the train playing Puzzle Quest on 3 different devices. Just being like, my guy's leveled up to this and he's so broken and unfair. That game was all about being broken and unfair. And so I just didn't know if you had like a standout travel game memory.
Ooh. I'm trying to think of specific trips that I would have taken
Whoa.
that I would have been playing something on. I can go way back and say that I remember a lot of childhood car rides.
Oh,
'Cause
dude, good point.
we would drive from we would drive from Tampa to Tallahassee to visit family, and I had my original Game Boy back then, and so I remember a lot of car rides playing Metroid 2, playing what did I play a lot of back then? Um, Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins.
Always in the car, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Um, there were one or two that I had completely memorized, and now I'm not gonna remember what they were.
I remember in the car very vividly playing my Sega Game Gear, which I no longer have. I don't know that I should have kept it because it is a strong memory. I have very strong memories of my Game Boy and actually had a whoa. I had a what did I have? You know those little game. Do you remember this? They had games on like specific devices for the games. So like I had a Tetris game console mobile
I
thing,
do remember that,
and they
yeah.
had them for a bunch of different games. So I have a lot of fun car memory rides as well. But the Game Gear is probably the strongest of those. Oh, look at that!
Off.
That's fun. Oh, do you think it's
Um,
what is it? What are
oh,
they trying to? Oh, it's
Link's
still.
Awakening. I don't know why that wasn't coming to me. That was the game.
Oh, there you go. But like, I remember playing the Game Gear and never beating anything. That was part of the problem with that system. Was like the games on it weren't super great. Although some of them were like rehashes of other games, and those were fine.
Sure.
Um, but like I would play, I don't know, like a Roadrunner game from Looney Tunes, and I never beat that thing.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
games back then too were different in terms of how they approach them in from the standpoint of, anyone should be able to beat this on like the right setting or with the right
mm-hmm.
the right set of skills. It was just like, here's the game we made. You can beat it or you can't.
Yeah, definitely.
So like I had one of the Game Boy Mega Man games,
Okay,
and I could get so far in that game, and I
that
always
was
got
it.
stuck at like the same point.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it was weird as a kid to always get stuck somewhere in a game and like never be able to beat it. That didn't happen, and maybe that's why Zelda is so popular. Is because that just didn't happen in those games. I don't know if it's because they had
Yeah.
guides or not, but like, there's definitely like a wave in the N64 era of just like, these are all be. Oh, we found it. This is what I wanted to find before we quit. Was the Earth projection?
Nice.
Um, was definitely like a wave of like, games like should be somewhat beatable.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64 around then was when you started to see a shift
Yeah.
in like the way that developers were starting to think of games, and I also think that like the the group of people that consumed and enjoyed games was starting to broaden. And
Oh
so the
yeah.
developers were trying to cater to a larger audience.
That's probable.
And the only way you're going to do that is by making things that are like fun to play and that
Oh,
have an ending that you can get to.
no Panama Canal here.
Oh, that would have been too good.
Yeah. Yeah, why spend all the money on the ending? Why make a fun boss at the end if no one gets to see it or play it?
Right.
Um, yeah, I think car rides are very strong. I mean, I will always definitely remember that trip to Colorado and playing Scribblenauts. I don't know why it sticks in my head so much, but it was just so much fun to to do like that type of game side by side with somebody
Yeah.
while traveling. Like, hey, you know what? We're gonna go walk around. We're gonna find a brewery. We're gonna do all the things, and then like, you know what? I'm kind of like tuckered out. I want to go back to the hotel and just chill. And that's its own little memory, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
like I have plenty of good memories of like taking trips and playing through some of the Professor Layton games.
oh sure, sure, but that's a precursor discussion to us returning to talking about the 3DS, right?
Yes,
People's
absolutely
stories
can.
they need to send us, Michael.
Yeah, if you have 3DS stories, you should send those to us at podcast@wewergamers.com.
Yes, or
We
DS.
are
Any Nintendo related shutdown of the DS, the 3DS era
yeah,
variety.
join us
Sentiment.
in our send off.
Yeah. I know it's a little late. Everyone's already been like, oh, we already bought all the stuff or pirated all the stuff or what have you. But, you know, we do things on our own time around here. Don't rush us.
Yeah,
Get it? Because
things
we
like
just
curate
we just went over
things like
Russia.
curate cool videos, which people should check out on our YouTube channel.
I don't know what that was. It looked like the sun, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. Well, I've had just about enough of this for today. So thanks for joining us. Enjoy this
Great
XKCD slash 2765. It is a full on game, not an interactive comic. If you are into Lunar Lander, you'll love it. Man, Lunar Lander, what a game.